If I come to your local police department, will you meet me there with the boys? I have serious concerns with the boys' physical and mental well-being when they are in your care. I also have serious concerns about my safety in your presence. My attorney is diligently working on a solution. And until then we can continue to order Tuesday FaceTime calls. Well, what is the solution? Because you have failed to have me served with paperwork for anything. Paperwork has been filed. Whether or not you are served summons or not does not matter when there is proof you have been informed. I am over the threats, demands, and belittlement. The boys will not be staying with you until the plan is revised. My attorney has advised me of my rights and is prepared to protect me as I protect the children. So what you are saying is that your attorney is a co-conspirator in child abductee. Thank you for admitting that in writing. Mallory, open the front door and let my kids see me. I am their father and I demand to see them. The police are already called. Leave now or you'll get arrested once again. I don't give a fuck, Mallory. I am not leaving here without my damn kids. You're psycho. Give me my kids now. Let's let your neighbors know that you're a child abductor. How about that? Am I yelling loud ENOUGH? Because everyone needs to know how Mallory Blank has kidnapped my children and keep them from there. Father. I'm not leaving, Mallory. Not until you obey the rules you wanted written up. I don't care if I do get arrested. I will get out, and I will come right back until you give me my kids. I'm not going away, Mallory. I'm never going away. You are stuck with me for the rest of your life, so I will keep showing up until you get your head out of your ass and do the right thing. Officer, she's kidnapped my children. She has withheld my children from me for weeks now, and I demand you arrest her now for kidnapping and obstruction of parental time. We have already had this conversation. This is a civil matter, and there is nothing I can do. You have to file with the courts. So you're going to stand by and watch a man have his children kidnapped away from him? Ma'am, we have it on record that he has been trespassed from your property previously. Are you wanting to press charges? Yes, please. I want him gone. Please get him out of here. Go ahead, officer. Arrest me. I know the drill. A catch and release. I am not afraid of that. Asterisk officer handcuffs Trevor and puts him in the back of the car. Asterisk he is right, you know, more than likely he will be released after booking. So you may want to consider staying somewhere else for the next few days. My older two are at a sleepover. I can't leave. Asterisk kicks open Mallory's front door. Asterisk, I told you I was coming back for my kids. Now I'm taking them. I'm not playing your fucking games anymore, Mallory. Asterisk sees youngest asleep on the couch and grabs him before Mallory can get to him. Asterisk. Trevor, no. Put him down. You caused this, Mallory. You caused all of this. I'm taking youngest, and I'll take the other two when I find them. Asterisk grabs pepper spray on her cocaine and sprays Trevor in the face. He starts screaming and drops youngest. Asterisk. Baby, go to your room and lock the door. Okay, don't come out until I say so. You fucking bitch. What the fuck is wrong with you? Asterisk Mallory's neighbor comes over to check on what the screaming was and sees Trevor holding his face and screaming in pain. The neighbor grabs Trevor and begins to drag him out of Mallory's house. Asterisk. I called the cops when I heard you yelling. You gotta get out of here, man. I'll fucking end you. Are you okay? I'm fine. Are you? When will the police get here? Is this who you're fucking now, Mallory? Is that why he's acting all big and bad? Asterisk chuckles. Asterisk from the looks of it. She didn't even need my help. Why don't you calm down a bit before you traumatize your kid some more? Asterisk starts blindly swinging punches at neighbor. Asterisk shut your fucking mouth. You're lucky I can barely see right now or you'd need to be calling an ambulance. Okay, big guy. You scared me. I know you're the top dog. Don't worry. You must have a crush if you're defending someone like her. Do you know what she's done? How she's abducting my kids and keeping them from a family that loves them. Did you know I'm here to see my kids after weeks of her denying me? Do you feel stupid now? It's okay, top dog. Your ride's pulling up now. You can go with them and tell them whatever story you want. That night, Trevor was arrested for burglary in the first degree, endangering the welfare of a child, disturbing the peace, trespassing, and littering. His unregistered truck was also towed from Mallory's home. Though he was only in jail for a few days, Mallory was able to obtain an order of protection during that time. This order only specified that he was not to communicate with her unless it was about the children, and could not be around her outside of exchanges. She was not able to include the boys in the order of protection, which meant that their parenting plan was still in place. Her attorney attempted to have Trevor served at the address he provided, but was told that Trevor did not reside there. Our story begins after Trevor was released from jail, and Mallory received a friend request from a blank account with a made-up name. You're beautiful. You should add me so we can get to know each other. I don't accept requests from people I don't know. Mallory, I want to hug my kids and I want to come see them. I wish I could just spend the weekend with them, but just hugs and encouraging words will work every 2 weeks for me until you feel safe, Aga. I am sorry and I owe you an apology for this last weekend and also to that man, but please find some compassion please and just stop trying to keep me away from my children please. You are committing a major crime, Mallory, and you know it. I will just go see a judge now and this will end up getting really messy for you. Do you realize that? But anyhow, Mallory, have a lovely day and a lovely time with my boys and just keep doing what you're doing. I will take visits with my children supervised or not. I don't care how it has to happen. Oh, and make sure that your attorney is actually serving me like he is claiming that he is. I have yet to receive anything at this address from him. I hate to tell you, but he is probably just lying and taking your money. Any good attorney would have filed and had me served by now. All you have to do is talk to me like I am a human and not some animal. I have never said a negative thing to the children about your character. But you have been filling their heads with lies about me and causing them to hate their own father. Asterisk sends picture of himself and the boys from the last weekend visit. Asterisk, we had so much fun together. I wish you could have been there. Sorry that you're so mad for some reason, but just keep your chin up and keep being a good mom. I'll keep being a good daddy and it will all be fine. Call me with the boys at 6:30 today for our scheduled FaceTime call. Thank you. If you wish to have your FaceTime call today as scheduled, please ensure to call at the appropriate time. I will have my phone charged and will be waiting for the call. You didn't call me at the time we have ordered. I am tired of being denied my visitation. As the custodial parent, it is your responsibility to call, or I will call when I choose to. Call me so that you can make up the phone time that you made me miss with the boys. I will not be calling as it is not my ordered time to call. I have serious concerns about your interactions with the boys. I do not care about your problem. I only care that you have stolen years of my time with the boys. My time with them is a present that you steal from them every day. This is now the 50th documented case of denial of my custody time. What is your current physical address? You don't need to know that. I need to know where to have you served for court. I gave your attorney's clerk my address. That is not your correct address. The server was told you no longer live there. Well then, what's your new address? I know you switched housing units since the last time I was there. So tell me your address and I will tell you mine. Less a give and take. The protection order protects me from having to give you my address. My attorney advised me to contact you to get your correct address. Please provide the information requested so we can move forward with our custody case. Well, share your address with me and I will happily give you mine. It's only fair I have yours if you have mine. Don't worry about serving me. I am aware of when I need to be at court. As the parenting plan is still in effect, I am under the impression that the boys will be coming this weekend for our visit. They are supposed to be at the exchange spot at 6. Are you running late? So I take it they aren't coming and you are once again wrongfully withholding them. I have serious concerns about the boys while in your care and will not be sending them until the parenting plan is seen in front of a judge. I cannot speak to you. Please inform your lawyer to contact me regarding me of your intent and have them call me. Once again, the boys will be withheld from their father and loving family due to your lies. I am aware that you know court is next week. I will be bringing all concerns before the judge with my attorney then. Until then, I have been advised of my rights as a parent to keep the children safe. I cannot speak to you. Have your attorney call me. My client now only wishes to ensure that the children schedule of the 3 children of Mallory and Trevor, which the father is unable to provide every other weekend visitation in place. Both parties involved today have filed their own complaints of contempt against the other, as the mother currently has primary custody of the children. We will begin with her. Thank you, Your Honor. My client has a multitude of concerns about the children's well-being when in the care of their father. We have submitted evidence dating to the last hearing showcasing the father's instability in the children's lives, as well as his inability to be a safe caregiver. The father began the year being willfully absent from the children's lives after physically abu-dollaring the middle child with a belt. I have submitted photographic evidence of the injuries done. My client is only wanting to ensure that the children are in a safe and stable environment, which the father is currently unable to provide. Even after being absent for months on end, my client was willing to allow the father to resume visitations at my instruction. During the first visit, he refused to return the children unless she gave in to his demands, and has yet to give an appropriate address. This resulted in the father being arrested multiple times at my client's residence for breaking and entering, trespassing, and endangering the welfare of a child when she rightfully withheld visits until we were able to come before you. My client is not asking to remove the father completely from the children's lives. She is simply asking to have visits moved to a supervision center until the father is well and able to provide a stable and healthy home life. Thank you, sir. As you are self-represented, you may now give your argument. Thank you so much, Your Honor. First, I would like to start off by saying that the claims that I would ever harm my children are false and disgusting. The picture that has been submitted is highly misleading. If I were abu-dollaring the children, why would CPS have dismissed the case? Why am I not in jail right now? May God himself strike me unalive if I ever hurt a hair on their heads. I did leave for a short period of time due to personal issues. I was trying to find a way to support my family and was unable to do so where I was living. After I had some stability by living with family, I tried to work with Mallory to get visits going, but she refused all contact. I am just a father trying to do what is best and trying to keep myself in my children's lives despite everything their mother has done to keep me away. I have brought my mother here today to testify on my behalf. Please call her to the stand. Your Honor, as a mother and a grandmother, I have agreed to come before you and swear with my hand to God that my son is nothing short of an amazing father to his children. They are the lights of his life. And he has been through he 11 and back with dealing with his ex-wife. I won't say that my son is perfect. He is impulsive and can be hot-headed when it is about something he truly cares about. But he has been trying so hard to be who Mallory is demanding he become to stay in the children's lives, and she refuses to give him a chance. Every parent makes mistakes, but when he does, he is crucified and kept from his children for almost a year now. If she would just realize he is doing his best, she would see all of this is hurting the kids. He just needs a chance to stand on his own. My son and our entire family love those babies, and all we want is to be able to see them and have a relationship with them. I don't think that's too much to ask for. Do you believe that the father needs to be supervised while he has the children in his custody? While I don't think it's necessary, I do believe that my son is willing to do whatever it takes to see his children. He won't admit it, but he would never be able to pay the fee to the visitation center. My son is struggling financially. He had to borrow clothes to wear to court today just to be presentable. He is staying with us while he gets back on his feet after his divorce. Would you be willing to supervise visits between the father and the children in lieu of a visitation center? Of course, I would do anything for my family. Your Honor, I must protest to this. This is the same woman who assisted in the father withholding the children from the mother just the last month. She clearly is not capable of ensuring the father abides by the order. I was ignorant of the order. I did not know he was withholding. Now that I know, I can make sure it doesn't happen again. I have heard enough. I understand that currently the father is not a stable adult to care for the children alone, but I will also not punish him for not being able to afford the visitation center. That is not in the best interest of the children. Now, the paternal grandmother has a clean criminal history and has a safe environment for the children to stay at. I see no reason as to why she is not capable of supervising every other weekend visitations. I do have issue with your client withholding visitation over 50 documented times, though, counselor. I would suggest you advise your client that continuing down the path she is on will end with her and J.L. and the children placed with the father. This court is now dismissed. The parenting plan will remain intact, with the addition of the paternal grandmother supervising visits. If either party have an issue with this judgment, it can be revisited at the next modification hearing.